him talk that way.
Let me tell y'all something, man. This content house drama got crazier. I low-key debated double uploading just because I peeped the story brewing, but the updates to the drama were just a lot. A nigga deadass had to take a bird's eye view because this drama is just mad convoluted. So if that doesn't tell you enough, I don't know what will. I'ma quit yambling. You already know I'm the Socrates.
Do your homework on Mac Mula reacted to the J5 DDG beef early this morning. Do your homework on a W stream. Do your homework on watching that.
Y'all up. Now first, I just want to address the elephant in the room. J5 was dating Brooklyn Frost at 19 while she was 16, and she only found out because the dude lied about her age.
We know each other. I didn't know what I was getting into. He didn't know what he was getting into. Now, from the jump, Justin lied about his age. Justin is not 18. He's 20. He's 19 right now, about to turn 20 in a couple of weeks. True? Yeah. Me and my mom found that out while we was going to Cancun for Mike's birthday from his passport. And that was the first time he ever flew out the country.
So let me get this straight.
Now that's a little weird. But I don't think it's weird on some like PDF type shit. I don't think that's weird on that type of shit. Cause it's like, it's not like he 40 and she 12 and no crazy shit. Like, so I ain't gonna go all the way there with it. But lying about your age is one thing that I don't play with. Like, you know, before I was married and shit, a girl lied about her age and I cut her off. She lied for no reason too. She was 20 and she said she was 21. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, but I'm saying, like, if you lying about your age, then I feel like you just lying about your whole life, and I'm not doing that shit, bro. I'm not doing that.
This guy J5 or Justin lied to this woman when she was a child, and they only found out via passport. I'ma keep it a bean. Everyone involved locked them up, and I'm so serious. Clearly, the Frost family knew based off of what Brooklyn was saying, and I just want to ask, like, what are we doing here? Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna get to the beef between DDG and J5 because that's crazy, but in reality, the beef should have just ended here. I said it in the Thug video. I'm coming up on 19, and I just can't see myself getting involved with a sophomore/junior in high school, even if the age of consent is 16. So all that shit is just hella weird, and I wanted to get it out the way because for some reason nobody wants to just say, didn't you date a kid and lie about your age to J5? And that says a lot about it, and that just proves he knew it was wrong. Now with that being said, let's act.
I don't know about that. I ain't gonna read into it because that's a crazy accusation. That's a crazy accusation. That's not nothing to play with. So I'm not gonna take that and run with it as if it's true. But if it is true, we gotta reel it back, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because the same thing Rio just said in the chat. People, 2 or 3 years is not a huge deal. It's not a big deal. If you 18 and a girl 16, whatever. If you 19 and a girl 16, I think it's pushing it. But if it's legal, I can't really, you know what I'm saying? Lying about your age is crazy, though. Lying about your age is crazy.
Actually talk about the drama itself. To be blunt, I'm not about to cover every single piece because the back and forth is too much. But I did want to highlight a few things because my view on the situation is that everyone involved are just not real friends. I've talked about it before various times, but the crux of the issue is the lack of authenticity. These men are not friends. It's a clash of egos. And if you're a One Piece fan, think of the Rocks Pirates. It's a consistent theme that conquerors, or in this case, big egos, cannot coexist.
Right.
Even that group, like, it's not a real group, bro. Like, that ain't real. Them ain't real. Like, and I'm not saying, like, speaking on as far as everybody individually. I'm just speaking as a group. That's not a real friend group, bro. That's not a real friend group. Like,
but we all knew that.
Our friend group was always based off of the ranks of popularity. Like, last year, I was at the bottom of the rank. If I put up to the club late, nigga tell me, nigga, it's over. Like, you can't even get in the club. Like, I'm not coming out to get you. You gotta call, like, T.O. or somebody, you feel me? Like, that's the only way a nigga get somewhere. Like, you know, and that's just a representation of the dynamic of the friend group, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. People just, and then, you know, this person has talked to various niggas crazy, you know what I'm saying? Even the time I got talked to crazy, like this situation where a nigga just blatantly disrespected a nigga below the belt. He blatantly disrespected another nigga below the belt. And that person
didn't say nothing.
They took it, like, they just, nigga called a nigga.
Hey, who y'all think that is, bro? I think it's one of them niggas that we don't know their name, but they in the Capaholic shit. I think it's one of them niggas.
Bitch, I made you, and who you drive this, and whoop, like real, like,
Honestly, this makes sense, and we all know who he's talking about, and it's DDG. That matches his personality and how he portrays himself on the internet. But to hear niggas say they was ranking each other in popularity is crazy, and just mad disconnected from being a normal person. I think part of the problem was how passive everyone was when
niggas is still in high school mentally. That's the fucking problem.
These behaviors were displayed. Jay Cinco is talking about some crazy dynamics here, but he said one dude just took it. You're not supposed to just take it, and I'm not saying niggas gotta fight, but boundaries need to be firm, and that's just part of the bigger issue. The way these grown men carry themselves is a product of years of unchecked disrespect. When you combine that with money and business and people who are clearly not friends, you get this situation.
Bro, that's a good one.
Various times I try to leave our group chat, you know what I'm saying, and defuse the situation, you know, but like I said, a nigga felt like he was the program. He ran the program, you know what I'm saying? So a nigga kept adding me back and just tearing a nigga down, like coming at a nigga in real disrespectful ways, talking to a nigga like a friend would never talk to. Gang, like,
keep this clip in mind because DDG was sharing some details about how he and his friends interact. I wanted to elaborate on some thoughts I had about it, especially seeing that Jay Cinco pointed out how he was being treated and how that's not how friends should treat each other. But before I get into that, I want to say I don't think there's necessarily a side anyone should pick because frankly, both dudes suck pretty bad. DDG is an egotistical maniac who I personally don't think has any substance beyond his material wealth. Although I can say DDG wasn't lying about his age and he didn't date a 16-year-old, so I guess he is better. Only by that though. That's assuming.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's a crazy stat, bro. That's a crazy bomb drop. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He also didn't know this fact, but in my opinion, it's likely he did know. Point is, they're both bad, and seeing people take DDG's or Jay Cinco's side is just pretty dumb. They're both guilty of being bad friends. That's what I think. But let's look at some clips that I think give credence to what Jay Cinco was saying.
Y'all was on stream, I at least interact.
Bro, look at this. When this nigga ain't on stream, bro, and you on somebody else, call my name. Rich.
Hey, Rich. Rich. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something real quick, brother.
Hey, Johnny. Ready? Oh, what's that?
No, it's just cause
Damn.
when I'm not on.
So that's a clip of Baby Rich imitating how immature DDG gets. And by the way, he admitted that he was childish, okay? But I think this clip is just like I said, it's normalized to the point niggas are cracking jokes about how DDG acts. But trust me, this is not the only one. We're just going down the list.
Like, Moo is there, I understand. Like, Moo, beef with a nigga, like, he don't never stop, yeah? Like, he ain't got that. Like, bro, when I was beefing this nigga, gang, this nigga was texting me every day, like, you bitch. You saying little shit. Sam, like, every day he is.
Niggas like that, all niggas is laughing and all that shit. But niggas who do shit like that, bro, like a nigga who go out his way to beef or go out his way to go back and forth with a nigga, them be the niggas whose souls ain't right. Them niggas, them be the niggas who's like not happy with they self, so they gotta have a conflict, folks. You know what I'm saying? When you see a nigga who's just peaceful, nothing is ever wrong with his life. His house is quiet. His house always clean. You know what I'm saying? He be chilling. He ain't always got to be drunk. He ain't always got to be high. He ain't always got to be at the club. When you see a nigga like that, bro, that's when you know he's fulfilled inside of himself and he don't really need nothing else to make him happy. Darnell seemed like one of them niggas who just like, he not happy about some shit and he use every opportunity he get to take it out on other people. You know what I'm saying? And that's corny.
Even this nigga damn near like he trying to bully a nigga like, yeah, I'm not going for that game, but nigga, that nigga Moo just be on some bullshit. You beef that nigga. Like on some real life shit.
Tell me right now, that's a normal way of treating your friend.
That's a weirdo. That's not friend. That's not a friend. That's his blood cousin. They grew up together, man. Blood cousin.
Clip where DDG is talking about how regardless of what happens between him and the people he loves, he's gonna fight for them. But this clip is like the antithesis of that. What makes you think that's okay? Is love a justification for mistreating your friends? Can love be used to dismiss disrespect?
No.
That's also something that growing up, I feel like a lot of people have heard. None of these things make disrespect okay. That shit was mad disrespectful and only proves Jay Cinco right.
This time it was like, nigga, it's up and don't give a fuck what you talking about. So Cinco's pretty much just like, don't try to apologize this time because you done took it there. Like you've already overly disrespected me.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, that's what he's talking about, Chad. So y'all can fan base farm and try to hate farm X, Y, and Z. Either way is wrong. whether you on his side or his side, bro. It's wrong.
Now with Ben, I've been eyeing my timeline, and he's had a few clips that really put a lot of this into perspective in terms of DDG and how he treats people. There was an incident that he spoke on that happened during, I think, Aiden Ross's boxing event, where Ben said the energy was just weird.
Yeah.
One thing about me, if you know me, bro, I don't start nothing, okay?
He said that the same day he started with Ben the Don. And that's that victim mentality shit I be talking about. DDG is typical single mom behavior. It's hard to grow out that shit. No, he do give single mom behavior. I ain't gonna lie to you. He give like super emotional, super childish. Nobody ever whooped your ass. It's giving you nobody ever punched you in your shit before. Nobody ever walked up on you and smacked you. You feel me? You've never been in the. It's that's the type of shit that it make it seem like. You know what I'm saying? DDG blood cousin is T.O. T.O. is DDG blood. That's his blood little cousin, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they grew up together type shit. But DDG just a childish motherfucker who probably never had to grow up. And it's another thing, bro. I'm glad that I didn't get no bread. I didn't start making real money until I was 23, but I'm happy for that. Because I've been in an apartment and where I was struggling to pay my rent. I've been living in an apartment where, you know, I ain't have furniture. Or I had to decide, okay, I'm going to put $5 in gas. I'm going to go spend another $7 at Wendy's so I can eat tonight. And then we're going to figure it out tomorrow. Like, I've been in them situations, you know? So that shit really, like, raise you. As soon as DDG moved to college, he blew up. So he's, and everybody around him has been yes man. Even Dub. I'm going to show y'all a clip of Dub pretty much admitting that he's a yes man. But this nigga just came on here playing the victim. I never started with nobody. The same exact day that he started with Ben the Don. Ben the Don ain't start with him. He started with Ben the Don. You feel me? But you see how that shit, if you pay attention to any nigga, bro, you can see straight through him.
I don't start anything. And y'all, I know y'all want me to be the bad guy so bad. I get it.
You ever had one of them days where everything seems to go wrong? I mean, you're just trying to grab a cup of coffee and BAM! You're tangled in a pile of boxes because the shelf was broken. And just like that, I realized sometimes accidents at work are more than just funny stories. They can actually change everything. Trying to handle a workplace injury on your own, it's like trying to fix the broken shelf yourself. More chaos, more headaches, and there's no guarantee that you'll get what you deserve. You got paperwork, insurance calls, and someone always telling you to wait. It's enough to make you wish you had a secret weapon. But here's the thing, there's a team of people that fights for people just like you. For over 35 years, Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, has been winning cases when everybody else said it couldn't be done. In Florida, someone got $12 million after a work accident, even though the insurance was ready to offer just $350,000. In Pennsylvania, a worker was awarded $26 million, which was 40 times the initial offer. These are not just numbers. They're real victories for real people, all thanks to the team that fights hard for justice. More than 1,000 attorneys across all 50 states, like a legal squad ready to jump into action. Yeah. They've recovered over $25 billion for clients. And they have a long history of helping workers get what they're owed. Because when you're injured at work, you shouldn't have to go at it alone. You can just click the link below or the QR code that's on your screen. No endless waits or confusing forms. Just a quick way to start protecting your rights today. So if you had an accident on the job, do not risk doing it alone. You can check out Morgan & Morgan. Because even in the toughest workplace accidents, a strong team makes all the difference. And trust me, there's a reason why they're America's largest injury law firm. It's because they fight for the people just like you.
Troll a lot.
Say shit. I came over here.
Like, still talking about it's crazy.
Don't tap my back, bro.
Huh?
Don't tap my back.
Bro, I'm not gonna do all this, man.
All right, man. I'm just letting you know, bro.
You're not letting me know nothing, man.
He said, I'm just letting you know. I said, bro, you're not letting me know nothing. You're not letting me know. Like, you're not letting me know gang at all. Like,
I don't know who he think he is,
all that tough bro, don't do that with me, because I don't want to get on that gang. We streamers, gang. We is not gang.
For real though.
Like, bro, the energy was weird. And it's like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie like I don't know what's going on. I don't know everything, but I know what's been going on. So I just stay I just stay out of it because that ain't really my business until.
One day somebody gonna do what OT Genesis did and knock his ass out. One day, folks. We just gotta get it on camera. And I feel like that'll be the day where he start getting humble, you know? Because we all know OT Genesis knocked his ass out. He want everybody to forget about it. But we know OT Genesis knocked his ass out for playing crazy with him, right? Knocked his ass out and dragged him out the house like a rag doll. We all know that. For pretty much the same shit that he doing to Ben the Don, talking crazy, acting like he like that and shit. But I just needed to be on camera one time.
It is my business, you know what I'm saying? So,
you know, I didn't want to include the clip where he walks out because I thought that was pretty funny and accurate. But I'm gonna be honest, I think DDG was doing too much in the clip because if that all happened over a seat, why does he have to sound so pressed? I definitely found myself connecting with what Ben was saying because it definitely felt like there was some type of weird tone and energy. So I could see myself getting caught off guard by that had that been me in the situation. But that makes 3 people with 3 different experiences saying that doo-doo garbage is like a dickhead.
Darnell is a
now let's look at what DDG has to say, and then I'm gonna wrap this up because this is melting my brain.
You know what I'm saying? But
this is melting my brain.
even that group, like it's not a real group, bro. Like that ain't real.
See, I would never say that about him. And the fact that he can get online and say that about me instantly, when I tell you how petty this argument is, y'all gonna be like, bro, are you serious? The fact that he can say that about that nigga ain't really fuck with me anyway. He was never my real homie. That's clear as day.
Or maybe you just was never his real homie and you disrespected him a bunch of times and showed him that y'all ain't really friends. So he just wasn't a goofy. He wasn't finna be a friend to a motherfucker who wasn't a friend back. Maybe that was the case, Darnell. You ever think about that? Maybe you're not the victim.
You don't do that. Me and my brother, bro, we literally, me and T.O.
Why am I so obsessed with DDG? Well, I don't know if you know, you could do your homework on the word trending. It's not my problem that he beef with niggas every fucking month. So when he beefs and the shit's gonna get views, that's what I react to. Okay? I don't know if you can go on my channel, but I make videos about everybody. So if the topic is trending, I'm going to post about it because that's my job. See? It's my job to react to things that people want me to react to. I can't react to fucking Joe Schmo from up the street because nobody wants to fucking watch that, bro. You get it? Okay.
Me and T.O. got in fucking real fights. And I'm talking about me and T.O. didn't hit below the belt so crazy. I love that nigga. I will murder a nigga over T.O., bro. It don't matter if
y'all family. That's different.
Right after me and T.O. got into it.
That's different.
It
Y'all
don't matter
family.
if we related. It's the same shit with Rich, bro. If a nigga,
it don't matter. It do matter, bro. Y'all related, and it also don't excuse no disrespect. It don't on either side. It don't excuse no blatant low blow disrespect. It don't excuse that. I don't give a fuck if you my daddy, my mama. You're not going to continuously disrespect me and think that I'm supposed to just take it because we family or because we friends. I don't give a fuck what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
He be like, nigga, hey, this nigga on, nigga, I'm there, nigga. I'm there. I would never say.
I think there's a level of cognitive dissonance here. DDG attempts to grandstand Cinco about what he said, but in the same breath talks about hitting below the belt with his friends. T.O. in particular said DDG would text him every day, calling him a bitch. Does that sound like a friend, dude? That's really what I've been trying to get across this entire time. There's just been this complicitness with DDG's.
And 9 times out of 10, T.O. went below the belt after you went below the belt, bro. It's a pattern, gang. Come on, Darnell.
And to be honest, like I said, he's definitely a dickhead. And he's hella rude to his friends. I think that's undeniable. You can't use love as a scapegoat for disrespect.
Right.
Bro, I called T.O. because they all in the crib deliberating and shit. I called T.O. nigga. We going back and forth arguing, blah, 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 blah. This nigga gonna say some shit like, Kai your daddy. That's what he said. So I said, nigga, I made you, nigga. Yeah, I said it. I'm like, nigga, if you saying Kai is this, what the fuck am I to you? I gotta at least be your uncle or something. Nigga, I gotta be your grandpa. I gotta be something to you, nigga. Cause there ain't no way you popping it like that.
This is exactly what I mean. That just makes me think that these guys are truly not friends, especially given the words that they use with each other. I personally can't fathom how you don't talk to your loved ones with soft language. That stuff be frying me, but it's obviously not just DDG though. I know I've been on his head for a little bit, but I can't just single him out. The problem is obviously deeper than him. It just goes to show that they were never really friends in the first place, or at least that's what I think. That's really all I had to say. I don't think I need to keep harping on the situation. Everyone's taking sides, but there's truly no point in doing that. DDG, J5, the Capaholics, these are grown men with a lot of money, and it's being used as a mask for their obvious problems.
Nah, for real. Niggas with a lot of money that's being used to mask.
Also, if you're taking sides, when one of the guys was literally lying about his age to date a 16-year-old at the time, you're tripping. There is no side. Let's get him up out of here and anyone else who knew. So with that being said, subscribe for more unsolicited opinions. Join my Discord. I do want that shit to be active.
Let me see it. I just want to, okay. So Brooklyn Frost is 21 years old. She was born August 2024. And J5 is 23 and was born December of 2001. So he's about 3 years older than her, which would line up. That part, I don't know. That part, I'm scared. I'm scared to talk about it because I don't know how true it is, bro. And that's one of them things where, like, you know, if somebody came out and said DDG was talking to a little girl, I would need real hard proof to get on here and be like, oh, you a weirdo, get your R. Kelly. I would need real hard, like, I would need to see some shit. But let me show y'all this clip that I seen earlier.
You don't have any new notifications.
Bitch, I ain't talking to you. Shut up, Siri. Talk to me unless I talk to you, lady. The fuck is wrong with you? Dub explains why cartoons ruin society. That nigga running out of ideas. Do your homework. All right, let me show you. This is the clip that I seen earlier. I came across this clip earlier, and I think this really highlights what's going on in a little friend group, family, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Never in my life let somebody in this chat disrespect my brother. I don't, like I said before, and I said this again, I don't give a what the fuck my brother do to anybody. If he respond, he respond, but I always ride with my brother, bro. I don't care if it's right or wrong, bro. That's my brother. We was born together. We gonna die together, bro. So if any disrespect my brother in this chat, if I don't see it, I want them banned, chat. I would never in my life.
Now, I'm going to show you what the comments said, and y'all just kind of go off. I feel for you riding for your brother, but holding him accountable when he's wrong, that's the realest thing to do. Next comment say, especially as an older brother, hold him accountable. That's why he's the way he is, because no one in the family ever held him accountable. Exactly. And that's where it becomes like a yes man type of thing. You know what I'm saying? That's where it becomes a yes man. I'm richer than a lot of homies that I got, but that don't make me any less acceptable to a nigga calling my phone. If I say some shit that's off the wall on this reaction, my homies will call my phone and tell me, you're tweaking, bro. You bogus as hell. I don't agree with that shit. I'm not gonna go against you in public, but that shit was wrong, bro. Wrong is wrong. You wrong for that. My homies would tell me that. My wife, who I'm married to, do your homework, who has not worked a job. She has not earned $1 since we've been together. One. She don't have a job. She don't have a side hustle. She don't have a business. Her job is to take care of me, my 2 dogs, this house, and herself. That's her job, right? If I do some bullshit, she's going to be the first one to tell me, you're tweaking. Right or wrong, she gonna ride with me for sure. And the same way back to her. You know what I'm saying? That's my wife. I'm gonna ride with her for sure. If it's going down, we just, if you trying my wife, nigga, somebody just gonna have to die about it then. Cool, let's get it. But I'm always gonna be there to call my wife, and my wife will be the first one. Even in some video, it was a video that I did about Dub when he was bullying Ty. My wife seen the video. She said, "Don't get your ass on the don't get on YouTube no more talking crazy like that. You bitching him. I get he deserved it, and I get how you felt, but you're bitching him. You talking to him like like y'all like we on the street. Like, don't do that because it's still YouTube. And you don't need to create no problems. You always with me. You got a wife. I don't want you. This is what she told me. I don't want you to have to pull your gun out on no nigga. I don't want y'all to have to fight a nigga or none of that. And I was like, baby, you right. And the next video, you know what I did? I got on here. I said, hey, Dub, my bad, bro. You know, the trolling kind of went too far. But it strike a nerve when I see people trying to bully people because niggas used to try to bully me. And I ain't never go for that shit my whole life. Like, ain't no nigga. Since I was 6 years old, nigga. Nigga trying to bully me on bro grave. Nigga tried to bully me when I was 5 or 6. Pushed me down, had my knees bleeding. I got up and whooped his ass in front of my mama. I ain't going for that shit. So bullies really strike a nerve to me. You know what I'm saying? But this is like an explanation to show that you a yes man. You know what I'm saying? You a yes man. That's all that is, bro. And probably most of it is because your brother the one with the bread. Your brother the one with the money. But you can't let, and I say this shit all out of love, bro. You can't let the money or the fact that it's your brother let him get away with anything. Y'all supposed to hold each other to the highest standard ever in life. Me and my homies hold ourselves to the highest standard. Me and my wife hold ourselves to the highest standard. You know what I'm saying? So me holding my wife to a higher standard means you're not going to leave this house looking no any type of way. And if you are about to leave the house looking a certain way, I'm going to be the first to tell you, babe, that ain't it. Your hair a little messed up over here. Or, babe, your shorts, you got this on it. Or whatever the case is, you know? You don't let the people that you love go out in the wrong way. I don't give a fuck what they did or how it is, folks. You know what I'm saying? In a lot of situations, bro, your brother be wrong, gang. And y'all don't tell him he wrong. So then when somebody do tell him he wrong, he can't even fucking fathom the shit. Do your homework. Let's get into this Jeezy shit, though.